do. Fucking security guard looking at me strange as shit. Got a key to being here this early, chump. Y'all bear with me, I'm about to get on this elevator. It's gonna break up the signal briefly. Y'all, bear with me, the elevator gonna break up the signal just for a second. Doom, 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 doom. We back. Doom, 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 doom. Sean, good morning. Good morning, gentlemen. Got work to do. What brings you in today? Got work to do. Got work to do. He said, Irv gone. Yeah, that's what they tell me, man. You can, when you have a stroke, which I believe that's blood vessels exploding in your brain, you can end up being paralyzed or you can end up being brain dead. And once you're brain dead, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You can still have a pulse and your heart can still be beating, but you out of here. Good morning, everybody. Rest in peace to Irv. Y'all give me a second. Let me get situated. Rest in peace, Irv. Irv gave us classics. Rest in peace. Yeah, man, he did a lot of great things with DMX, Mike Geronimo, Jay-Z, of course, Murder Inc. It's an unfortunate situation. Gotta take care of ourselves, man. That's what it boiled down to. I'm sweating, man. It's all bundled up. Nah, 50 didn't go in too hard. Be uncivilized to make any disparaging comments to somebody that's deceased and shit. So, Irv spoke bad on DMX when he was about to pass. I ain't feeling that. Okay. Make sure y'all like the video. Good morning. I was fucked up, man, for about a week. I kept getting on here. I kept uploading videos, but y'all have no idea. I just went through a bout with the flu. I'm sure it was the flu. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else said it could have been pneumonia. That was a heavy 7 days, yo. I don't think I've ever been sick for 7 days in life. For real. This is why we promote fitness, finance, and fashion. Gotta take care of yourselves. Yeah, the 50 said he was smoking on Irv. He did, and then he said, nah, I'm just kidding and shit. So, man, I got elderberry, black seed, sea moss, oregano oil, everything. It took everything. Most importantly, it took time. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Shit did a number on my physique, man. I, the last 2 days I went to the gym anyway and was trying to do something. I couldn't do no 100 push-ups though. I couldn't. That shit was crazy. For real. My mom passed away in April the same damn way. I was sick as shit for 8 days, something you can't avoid. I appreciate all of these recommendations you guys have, but I'm at probably like 90% now and shit. I'm able to function. As you can see, I made it back to the office. I was handicapped though. This shit was hectic. All of that helps, but the body just needs time to get rid of that virus. I had the chills so bad I had to Google it. It said whenever you got the chills when you're sick, that means your immune system is in a battle. And I had the chills like a motherfucker. So, anyway, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Seemed like we had a very brief time with him, but it was more like a little over 30 years that he was a major factor in the music business. Ashanti, Ja Rule, the names could go on, you know, the list could go on and on and on. He did his thing, major factor. Rest in peace to him and condolences to his family, Chris Gotti, and all of that. Anyway, yeah, man, they traded Jimmy Butler. I think last night was the end of the trade deadline in the NBA. And the Lakers made a last-minute trade. We got a big man, some 7-foot nigga named Mark Williams. We got him from the Charlotte Hornets. Chris Middleton ended up going to Washington. Kyle Kuzma ended up going to the Milwaukee Bucks. And Jimmy Butler ended up going to Golden State to fuck up everything they got going on. Jimmy Butler's a problem, man. When you a problem, it don't matter how talented you is. You could tell that he's a problem because don't nobody keep him and shit. Dudes with his talent, niggas that can score like him and shit like that. Teams don't be dumping them types of niggas, man. Mike Bowers, I appreciate your super chat. Brandon Ingram to Toronto. They don't be dumping those types of dudes. When you see them niggas getting dumped like that, that mean you got a problem. It's the same thing they saying about Luka Doncic when he went to the Lakers. He's 25 years old. A franchise don't give up a 25-year-old superstar that took you to the NBA Finals the year before. It just don't make no sense. That means there's some problems that the public can't see that the Dallas Mavericks are aware of. So that's why he up out of there. He's a Laker now. Bronny James hit his first three-pointer. It's damn near Valentine's Day. Bronny James hit his first three last night. It's damn near Valentine's Day. That's a damn shame. This motherfucker damn near took 6 months to hit a three. But he's still in the NBA stinking it up. Anyway, Jim said Butler's never getting a title. I don't think he get no title. If Jimmy talks slick, Draymond might slide him. You right about that. Draymond don't got the temperament for Jimmy Butler's buckets. I don't think so either. Yeah, I ain't never seen a guard take 6 months to hit a three, man. That's crazy as hell. They still got him in the league, man. I'd be glad when him and his daddy move on, man. They didn't wore out. LeBron wore out his welcome, man. Him and his son. He got to go. I believe the Dallas Mavericks improved by getting Anthony Davis and getting rid of Luka, because they now have unequivocally they have their clutch player by himself. That would be Kyrie. Anthony Davis and all those guys, they will play around Kyrie. So, and you're supposed to play around your point guard, let him run the show and shit. So, we'll see what happens with that. That's what's going on as far as the NBA. And now let's talk about Demetrius and Curtis. Hey, yo, man, the niggas from Detroit is going crazy on my Instagram page. Shout out to the D, man. Let's make this clear. I have nothing against Detroit niggas, man. I got love for Detroit niggas. My man Sincere from Detroit, my man E from Detroit. I got squad from Detroit, man. Seriously, my man Mo, he passed away. I just can't stress it enough. My man Deuce, I've been getting money with Detroit niggas since the 90s and shit. But y'all got to accept what's going on right now, man. Yes, he's one of y'all's. Yes, he fucked up. Las Vegas, the Gully daily 100 push-up challenge all month of January. Battled the flu 2 times better now. Went from 225 sets of 5 up to 10 on the bench. Oh man, keep up the good work. 50 shouldn't have involved Little Meech. 50's ruthless. You see Little Meech he threw Ross under the bus. I think that's why 50 Cent shared that screenshot. Because Little Meech threw Ross under the bus. He said, hey man, fuck Ross, man, but he gave my dad some paper. Yo, I told you he gave that nigga some money. All money ain't good money, but he took it. He took it. I wonder what he gave him. Probably gave him $1 million or something. Maybe gave him a doo-wop. But he accepted it. He told on him. He gave my dad some money. Meech took that money, man. He's a Detroit nigga, man. Old hustler, man. Them niggas ain't turning down nothing but they collar. Straight up. So, hey, Josh Johnson, what up? People were saying from the beginning it was about paper. Little Meech was in a video with Slow Bucks. All money ain't good money, man. He said, you think it was that much? Somebody like Rick Ross, who papered up, he gonna give Meech at least $1 million. I mean, look how much money he made off his name. He said his name on a song. He actually said his name on an incriminating song, like, I'm a convicted, drug trafficker or whatever. And you talking about some whipping work, hallelujah, with my name and shit. Like, he probably expected him to give him some long money, and he gave it to him. So, don't Meech owe restitution. Pretty sure all of that will be ironed out. He's living way better than the average Joe, trust me. I could swear Black Star talked about Irv being gone with Chappelle years ago. I think if Meech would have asked 50, he would have fronted him the cash. Why wouldn't he? I agree with you. I think if Meech would have told Fifth, man, yo, I need some money, man. It ain't a hustler in the world that wouldn't have gave that nigga no money and shit. If he would have asked, if a hustler of that caliber asks you for some money, you probably more than likely would give it to him like it ain't nothing and shit, because a guy like that, he gonna touch some paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, if not today, tomorrow. And that's just what it is with every hustler. We don't have it today, we have it tomorrow. Shit. Straight up. This ain't about money, you guys. Don't get it. This, hey, my man. Shiggity IGS BMF. Why you got BMF attached to your name? Everybody that come in this chat that got BMF attached to your name, I'm gonna ask you why. I'm just curious. Why do you got that attached to your name here? I see that y'all keep quoting these numbers. Y'all keep saying Ross got 150 million and 50 got 40 million. Do y'all really in y'all mind believe that $40 million is all the money that 50 Cent has? Do y'all really believe that $40 million is all the money that 50 Cent has? Y'all can't be that naive. Y'all can't be that naive, man. Come on now. $40 million. Y'all think that's all he has? I said this before on this platform, straight from my mouth. When you have a little bit of everything, it's best you pretend you have nothing at all. And that's what it is and shit. No Rockefeller without Irv. He put in his work. He put in his work. That 40 is just what he's paying taxes on, I agree. 50 says since his bankruptcy, he don't talk about money no more. Those numbers are fake. I agree. I made a fatal flaw fucking around with the tax people without a professional with me. It ain't gonna happen this year at all. And they jacked my ass up. I ain't never dealt with a bully like the government. For real, my first time around too. Is Zip using this 50 promo to drop music? Whatever Zip is doing, it's working. Zip got talent, man. They should have been took note of him. He from Queens and shit. Somebody like 50 Cent was supposed to been come grip him up, come grab him up, give him a shot, give him some paper and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was scrolling through Instagram one day early in the morning, like 3, maybe 4 years ago, and I seen a nigga doing a freestyle, spitting like a motherfucker, rapping like a Jamaican and all kind of shit. I'm like, God damn. I said, this nigga just came home from the penitentiary. Because I've seen it 1,000 times. Niggas in jail be having raps about cartoons and all kind of shit. You know, Big Bird and stuck up the Cookie Monster and all that type. I knew he just got out of jail, so I DM'd him, asked him who he was, and da-da-da-da-da. Told him, I said, I want to interview you, pimp. I want you on Gully TV. From here on out, whenever you put out a freestyle, send it through me and shit. I'm going to help you get on. That was almost 4 years ago. Y'all ain't even know who he was and shit. But I knew that, and he don't even want to rap like that. But I knew that he had everything that it takes to get to where he going and shit. So I want to know which, Zip has talent, but I believe he will encounter too many problems due to his rap. Ain't nobody talking about being signed to anybody or nothing like that. I'm referring to an opportunity. That whole being signed to somebody, that shit is over with, man. These niggas can't really recoup their money after putting it into an artist and shit. There's a difference between being signed and being co-signed and shit. He's co-signing him right now. He didn't put him on his Instagram page again this morning and shit. Somewhere in there, maybe he'll take notice of him being an incredible MC and, you know, point him in a direction and shit. Rufus Jones, I appreciate you. I like Murder Inc. way more than G Unit. The music has soul. All right, 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 all right. All right. So let me ask y'all something. I want y'all to list in the chat some of the names of your favorite songs by Irv Gotti, that Irv Gotti produced and shit. I'm all ears. He says Zip is smart as hell. What nigga you know that been in the penitentiary 20 years and come out with some know-how? He had all the time in the world to study and shit. I'm trying to find my pen. That's why I gotta get the sour soft. Can I Live by Jay-Z? Where my dogs at? Ain't No Nigga by Jay-Z. Down ass chick. Used to be my dog. Used to be my dog. Used to be my dog. That was my shit. That's what I was thinking. That was one of my favorite joints. Get at Me by DMX. Condolences to you, payroll. That them strokes and shit ain't no joke, man. My brother had a stroke, man, about 6 months ago and shit, man. And the nigga didn't even want to tell me and shit. My mom told me. Man, you can't be around here just fucking and shit, man. Like my brother, man, he stay in a bitch face, man. I'm like, man, you can't be around here just fucking, man, and taking Shilajit and shit. You gotta work out, man. Straight up, man. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Something happened to you, and this is my hero and shit. This is the nigga that made me live. Something happened to you, I got to take care of you, my nigga. What's my name? Mike Geronimo, shit's real. So Irv Gotti did get at me, dog. I knew y'all was gonna say Murdergram. They said get at me was Dame Grease. Yeah, I needed that to be clarified. Eat vegetables. You have any healthy remedies on your website? Nah, but ultimately I'm gonna open a holistic store. I like to. Yeah, I like to be the nigga selling all the bitters and black seed oil and all of that type of shit. Grand finale was the shit. Oh, he in the gym now. I've told this nigga the whole summer I was riding a fucking bike. I'm cycling the whole summer. I'm riding bikes to other states and shit like that. And he's watching me. The nigga that I'm riding a bike with is his friend. I'm riding a bike with my older homies, but they his friends and shit. He's sitting on social media, watching me riding bikes with his friends and shit, right? And I told this nigga, I'm like, yo, you need to ride them bikes, because when I went to visit him, he had 2 bikes on his deck and shit. 2 bikes on his deck and shit. I'm like, yo, you just got these bikes just sitting out here. You don't even be riding these bikes. And, you know, my brother, he's slick talking nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? He come out of the pimp school of Morris Day and all of that type of shit. Everything come out of his mouth is some slick, clever shit. I'm like, my nigga, you need to be riding this bike. He live in North Carolina. I'm like, man, just ride the bike, man. Like, you ain't gotta go fast. Just ride the motherfucker, man. Like, ride it until you, how long? Ride it until you sweat. Nigga ain't roll shit. That motherfucking stroke got on his ass. He in the gym. He in the gym every day at 5:30 in the morning. Yo. Word. You should interview your brother. He would never get on here. He would never get on here. I've pointed my cameras at him during the course of my career. That nigga he one of them dudes and shit. He social media grew on him because of all of the access to bitches from all over the world and shit. But As far as him talking and shit on camera, he just would be an endless punchlines back to back to back. He'll be talking so slick, y'all wouldn't even be knowing what the fuck this nigga talking about and shit. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? My man said, Gabriel said, big booty Latinas are snow bunnies. Anybody with a fat ass, any woman with a fat ass, what you talking about? Ain't no separation. Boom, boom, boom. Tim Kunz says, hello, Crip homie. Man, don't you know the gangs are over with? My man said I had to get off social media. Old bitches from high school started sweating me again. Big Meech and his brother. I done had situations with my brother where me and him don't hang out much. He don't like to hang with me and shit. He be trying to fuck all my broads. He don't be wanting bitches to know that we brothers and shit. He done pulled up with, with chicks in his passenger seat, and I'm like, oh, and it's too late. It's too late. She done already gave him the pussy and shit. He one of them niggas. Where did you think Irv Gotti went wrong with Murder Inc. other than 50 Cent? Um, um, the time came and went, man. Murder Inc. had a good run, good music. Like my man said earlier, he said he liked their music. It was soulful. You could play Murder Inc.'s music at weddings and shit like that, baby showers and shit like that, family reunions and shit. Like, they could rock and shit. The time came and went, man. Like, that was almost like Murder Inc. made 106 and Park music and shit. When some of y'all was in high school, when I was in college and shit, when you came home from class and shit, that shit was on TV in the student union and shit like that. And it was just a time period and shit. It just came and went, man. Like, I don't know no record label that stayed on forever and shit. I don't. Every label has this run, 4 to 5 years. Yeah, they had a good nickel. Probably a little longer than that and shit, but yeah. Fat Joe got his first hits off of Murder Inc. He did. It's it just changed and shit, man. Like, everybody got their time and shit. There was a brief time when they all existed together, Murder Inc., Rockefeller, Bad Boy, everybody was around and shit. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You just can't keep robbing people. That's what it is. That's what happened with the music business. Computers gave people knowledge of the robberies and shit. I just seen this morning, saw how the Prince was saying how, he said, I was never signed to Kanye West. I was signed to Boo, and Boo was Akon's brother. He said I was ghostwriting songs for Kanye West. I think he said he wrote Black Skinhead and, some hits for Kanye West. And he said when he looked around for his compensation, the nigga Boo put a cease and desist on him, saying that he claimed half of his royalties, some old crazy shit. Long story short, man, it was too much robbery going on in music. The music business, you seen that The Temptations movie? They were signed to that lady at the beginning of it. I think her name was Frankie or some shit. Remember the Temptations movie? She had them riding around in Cadillacs and shit like that. What she told him, man, it's my motherfucking music. It's my motherfucking music. You don't got nothing. You owe me for this studio time. You think them Cadillacs riding around trap? You think that shit was free? So that you seen the nigga Dirty Red and what he told the boy, my business hours are from 9 to 5, and hung the nigga over the music business has always been just like that. Black people learn how to rob other niggas from the white record executives and shit. 5 Heartbeats, okay, Big Red, yeah, yeah. So it's a long. Diddy gets robbed. Diddy learns how to rob. Diddy robbed the Locks. The Locks robbed J Hood. It's just a daisy chain of rapes. It's just after that shit's happened for so long and shit, it just corrupts everything. It does. Puffy and Suge was the later Big Reds, yeah. Irv wrote all of Shawnee's hits. You think the Locks robbed J Hood? Didn't you see J Hood's interview? I don't know what platform it was on, or maybe he did it on, he just made a video about it, but somebody gave them some money for J Hood. Think she kept that shit. Yeah. Sony robbed Cameron, Cam robbed Jewels. Michael Bivins robbed Boyz II Men after New Edition got robbed. There you go. Johnny Luciano, I wasn't sure if Irv wrote music like that. That's why Jay didn't really fuck with Cam. Cam knew his business. Chris Gotti has got to be devastated. When you lose anybody in your immediate family, it's probably bad. Losing a brother is something I never went through. I can't even comprehend it. This has to be a very, very bad thing, though. Irv was only 54 years old. That's very, very young. When you young and somebody say, man, I'm 50, you look at him like, damn, man, that's an old motherfucker shit. Nah. 50 years old ain't old. It's not. Especially if you take care of yourself and shit. But 50 years old is not, that's not a long time to be living and shit at all. I gotta find this Bobby nigga in this chat, man. Y'all keep talking about, man. He gotta go. Why ain't my moderators got to this nigga yet, man? If 50 Cent wasn't 50 Cent, would you agree with his selfishness? Let's be fair. When you say 50 Cent is selfish, what you mean by that? You gotta give me some more information to go with that. Hold on. Why would y'all zap that nigga for saying I'm handsome? He said, give me some tips for the ladies and shit. I get called handsome all the time. Y'all felt that y'all felt that made that man a blade. They putting rainbows in here, Bob. You gotta go. Yo, Bob, you gotta go, man. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, man. They started filling the chat with rainbows, pimp. You got to go. Oh, I wasn't paying no attention, yo. Anastasia said, what's a blade, though? Blade is the politically correct term that you want to use on social media without getting your um your profile flagged and shit. Blade. That's what we use. YouTube can't book you for saying Blade. They can't. They can't. Miko, Yor, what up? 50 gave everybody a chance to get money he dealt with. 50 Cent versus Murder Inc. was very deep because he showed no remorse for Irv. It's simple with 50. Stay loyal, ask Yayo. As soon as you start coloring outside of the lines, you done. Thank you, Tinas. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Good morning. It's Thursday. It's about 35 degrees outside. I'm just getting over a terrible, terrible strain of the flu. It was very, very bad. I'm hearing other people, I'm paying attention to social media, people coming down with it. I believe they announced that it was a strain of something that was going to come around this year. They announced it on the news that there was going to be some type of strain of something that would come around. It's moving around. I think we probably need to start wearing masks again. He said the algorithm will pick up the Blade lingo soon. The nigga 50 Cent said Little Meat's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. I asked one of y'all, what made you say that 50 Cent was selfish? You never replied. Little Meat said his pops needed some bread until the next season of BMF. 50 said, what next season, little nigga? RSV flu coming around, okay. 50 ain't selfish, he just too controlling. When y'all be making y'all judgments on somebody of 50 Cent's caliber, you be saying that from a civilian, laborer, taxpayer, almost a regular Joe perspective and shit. In order to get to the position that 50 is in, he has to exhibit some of the same traits that your boss does at work. He does. That's a great analogy. 50 Cent ain't no different than your boss at work. For real. So when you say selfish, I say that you just see a man running his corporations and shit. That shows you Meech don't have no money all like that. Why Little Meech didn't give his pops bread, he buying chains and shit. Because niggas is wrapped up into looking like they have money as opposed to having some. Yeah. 50 shouldn't have posted Meech messages. Why not? He's letting everybody know that I'm done with them niggas. You gotta understand when you're in a privileged position, man. Them niggas was in a privileged position, man. 50 was dominating TV. He had, what was it, Raising Canaan, Power. He's been successful in television, right? To be in that pocket with somebody that's already dominating is probably a privileged position. Wouldn't y'all agree? Little Meech stood by 50 the whole time, even over Terry. They use 54 lick. He's not as street as them. He's been removed too long. Hey, nobody can assess how somebody is gonna react. That's what it is. No boss is gonna accept his workers trying to black out on them in a 9-to-5 world. This ain't much different, just different tactic applied. What bills Big Meech got already on my tripping? You see him? You see him, right? He came home. He went back to little Meech's mom, allegedly. Whenever you see him, he got some type of, I think that bullshit he be wearing is designer. He been in jail 20-something years, man. When he get out, I'm pretty sure he's wearing a bunch of Louis Vuitton and a bunch of crazy shit. Spending a bunch of money on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit costs money, man. That shit costs money. It do. Keeping up with the Joneses. You're known for being this ostentatious drug dealer. You want to keep up with people's expectations of you. And not only that, you've been paying to be down. I know that sounds funny, but you've been paying. You've been paying to be in the cool circle since the BMF days. This is the truth. You chartered a whole plane and you took a bunch of motherfuckers to Cancun with you. You're used to paying for everything. You used to paying to be president shit. So you back. You know what I'm saying? And the bitches that you was fucking with at Magic City 20 years ago, they back around. Hey. Hey, he's back. So you need more money to throw around. You gotta continue to make it rain. You gotta continue to buy all these goddamn bottles to be relevant. And that shit is expensive. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth, man. This is the truth. That tickle y'all, huh? I'm being for real as a motherfucker, man. You've been paying to be down, man, your whole career and shit. Like, coming in the club, buying all the goddamn bottles and shit. Yo, what you mean, man? Talk about shit came home tricking. Hell yeah, you think that nigga, you think Meech's mother is the only chick that he got, that he's taking care of? That nigga take care of motherfuckers, right? Like, this is an old nigga philosophy, by the way. Trust me, I know. This is an old nigga philosophy. I seen my father execute this in his day. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was taken care of at home. My mom, this is his main house. This is his main woman and shit. You dig? But he got other hoes he taking care of too and shit like that. This shit is expensive, man. Straight up. Shit is expensive. My man said ballers are the biggest tricks. Probably so. Yeah. So he gonna learn inflammation did hit. Inflation did hit. Yeah. My dad was on the same shit. Found his ass on child support. I can pay your rent, baby. Meech was taking care of bras from jail. Y'all gotta know that, right? So he home now. Bitches that he be fucking with, man, them bitches want new Range Rovers and shit like that, man. This is an older nigga, man. This Meech is probably in his 60s or close to 60. Dig? He wants to play, man. He need him a bankroll and shit because that's his approach. That's his approach. He said, Meech is from the It Ain't Tricking If You Got It. 50 just did a 100-city tour, half of the dates around the world, just wrapped up a Vegas residency. Ross is on his decline. Last 4 albums, maybe more went wood, including the album he did with Meek. Preem Son said he got something for 50. Dude need to chill out, man. He probably gonna get pressured back in the drug game. Alpo came home and started pumping again. Yeah. He really believes in that trick in life. You seen old interviews, might get your teeth on something. That's what he said. Might get your kids sent to college, courtesy of the mob. Yo. Meech's body language is not that of a healthy man. He probably has some health issues. He wants to live at his own pace. Preem Son lame. $50 said Little Meech gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. I seen a stripper from Rhode Island talk about Meech home. Hopefully dudes throw money in the club again. According to 50, Tammy got a documentary coming. She spoke to 50. He played her voice recording briefly on Instagram. So, the reoccurring question that people keep saying is this. Why would she do that to Cuffy? She wasn't in any trouble. Her setting up Cuffy would have to benefit somebody, right? Why would she do it? Why would she do this? It would have to benefit someone. Who did it benefit? Then you have to answer that all of your inquiries. You got your answer right there. Glad you're feeling better. My kid's been sick as fuck lately too. That's a very traumatic experience, seeing a little kid sick. I went through that last year. My son was sick in front of me. Oh man, I was wounded about that shit, man. My little nigga couldn't breathe, was coughing and shit. I'm like, damn, man. Like, now I know how my mom felt when I was sick. I feel bad for little Meech, thought he was doing good. I'm pretty sure he didn't call. His dad said, man, you done fucked up all the money, man. Man, he probably done told his dad, man, you done fucked my life up. I was on top of the goddamn world, man. I was one of the top young black actors on the rise in the world. Man, did you see my performance? They need to let Meech see the whole Little Meech and Lamar. When Lamar was on BMF, make his dad sit down. Man, sit down and watch this shit. You see this shit? We was killing this shit. You came out here and fucked up everything. You came out here and fucked up everything, man. The fuck, man? You fucked up my plug. This ain't the drug game, man. You can go get another plug like this. You done fucked my plug up. He said 50 was his other daddy. Man, talking like that ain't gonna get you no mercy from 50 Cent, man. He should just step off and try to make a life for himself. It was fun. All good things come to an end. That's been my understanding in life. If it's fun, if it's good, it's probably gonna be brief. So enjoy it. 700 people here. Y'all like this video. I appreciate it if y'all like this video. Y'all wanted an explanation from Kim Rosario about Math Hoffa and Bag Fuel, the whole ambush thing that y'all are implying. And y'all was implying that she was behind it because she's on my expert opinion. I uploaded her interview, a piece of her interview last night where she talked about the whole my expert opinion, Math Hoffa, and Bag Fuel and Angela Yee. Y'all go check that out. Big Meech gotta feel dumb. He didn't have to rock with Ross. He fumbled the bag for a concert. Man, that nigga wanted to be the center of attention, man, in a room full of rappers, man. This is all coming full circle. He used to go and buy all the bottles in the club and shit, so other rappers came in there and wanted some champagne. They had to come over and holler at him. Yo! Yo! 50 was supposed to treat Little Meech like a son regardless. He can't control what his father do. What new season, little nigga? Old niggas still want to be in the light. Learn a lesson from Poe. Prince moving real silent out here. Been back to Queens for an event and rolled out. Southwest T also flipped on 50. Ask yourself, why is that? This is beyond what you see. Demetrius Flintry, CSI 1, Google paperwork available. I know you lying. Little Meech in Queens with Slow Bucks. Preem some linked up with Ross. It's looking crazy. I don't think 50 appreciate him being around Slow Bucks. Big Meech looked like he brought prison meds home with him. Hey man, we just gonna have to stay tuned. Jimmy Buckets is in Golden State. He about to go out there and piss homeboy off. I think what they gonna get out of Jimmy Buckets is what they thought they was gonna get out of Andrew Wiggins. Everybody seems to be trying to prepare for the NBA playoffs. Gonna see what the Lakers is gonna do. Jimmy and Draymond gonna fight? Probably so. I seen Kevin Durant having a back and forth with the glove. And he was saying something like, he was basically, trying to say that he was better than the glove, right? I'm saying to myself, niggas, you crazy. You can score, you can shoot a lot better than Gary Payton. You're no fucking Gary Payton, fam. You're no fucking Gary Payton. You're not. I seen Gary Payton all in Michael Jordan's face like, nigga, in Michael Jordan's prime. Katie, you not wired like that, man. You're not wired like that, yo. And just for the record, Gary Payton was player of the year in college and NCAAs and shit. He was player of the fucking year. And then he came to fucking, to Seattle, just throwing alley-oops from all over the place. Just the original Lob City. He said, you bugging. I am not fucking bugging. Gary Payton went to the motherfucking NBA Finals on his own accord. Him and Sean Kemp on their own. They played against the Bulls on their own. Kevin Durant went and joined a 73-9 team. Those are two different breeds of men. Gary Payton is a motherfucking killer. Gary Payton was a motherfucking killer. Straight up. And do you know that if they was in the same era, GP would be trying to stick that nigga? Gary Payton would be trying to stick him, yo. I can see him right there. Nigga. Y'all clearly didn't watch. Y'all clearly didn't watch Gary Payton. Yep. Excuse me. Don't forget, 73-9 team he joined just stopped him from going to the championship the year before. Yeah, and when he was on a team with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant was on the same team at a point in time. If that ain't a potential kill switch, I don't know. But for whatever reason, he didn't have all of this spunk then. You know what I'm saying? You went and joined Golden State and you got all of this spunk. Since Golden State, Kevin Durant has done nothing, man, but just bounce from team to team. He ain't did nothing. Nothing. He ain't went in the playoffs and did nothing. He ain't been in no conference finals. He ain't been in no semifinals. Nothing. This is the truth. I just seen an old clip of him getting in Charles Barkley face. Man, Gary Payton didn't have no picks, man. He didn't have no picks at all. None. He had Serge Ibaka too. Yeah. GP would have had Durant crying. When I seen him going back and forth with him, I'm like, man, you is bugging the fuck out. Like, Demond Wilson, health is wealth. Keep up the good work. KD had it all in BK with the Nets. When he was on Brooklyn, he had Kyrie, and he also had James Harden, and still did nothing. Nigga had Kemp saving him. No, he didn't. Sean Kemp wasn't no 40-point scoring nigga, man. What the hell is you talking about? Gary Payton was an elite point guard. They wouldn't have went nowhere without GP. GP was sticking the best guard on the opposite team and running a point and getting double-doubles and shit like that. 25, this is a Gary Payton night, 25 and 10. You know what I'm saying? 25 and 12, 8 rebounds and shit like that. GP wasn't no triple-double nigga or like that. He probably had some, but not every night, not on the regular, nothing like that, but nah. He said all Kemp had to do was catch it and dunk it. That's it. Was giving Mike hell in them finals. He said, don't talk to these goofies. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Just go look up Gary Payton highlights, man, when he was younger and shit. Detlef Schrempf and Hersey Hawkins, yeah, was on those teams too, giving niggas problems. Anyway, 50 been planning this since the day Ross dropped BMF. He knew Meech wanted in the industry, and Ross gave that man an anthem before the series. Of course, he was going to rock with him. I agree with you. Kenneth Copeland, thank you. I got to get my day started. I'm going to start with some ginger ale. And I got to do some editing. But back in the office, and it's gonna be a good day today. Make it to the gym later on. I hope y'all get there too. Guess what? I gotta add my CD to all of this underground music here and shit. Noah the Flood, A-Side Eastwood. I gotta add my shit. Have my shit. Shout out to iBorn. This is the underground. If you're an underground MC, man, it's YNX. Y'all see him on my platform a lot. YNX 716, Buffalo. And rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. I'ma sign out with this. Condolence to Irv Gotti. You made your mark from Gully TV. I really appreciate everything you did for this art form. Thanks again, and condolences to the Lorenzo family. I'm out, y'all. Peace.